Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to The Big Bang Theory Season 3, Episodes 1 and 2. I am so hyped to be jumping into the third season of The Big Bang Theory. I'm so curious to see if this season has a lot of big changes compared to the second season. Like I've said many times, I preferred Season 2 to Season 1 overall. Not that Season 1 was bad, I just feel like everything about Season 1 was improved in Season 2. But I'm very curious. We left off with the whole squad being in the North Pole, hanging out together with Sheldon. Let's see if they lose their sanity or not. Are they attacked by the Thing? That would be an incredible opening episode. I have no idea what we're in store for. As always, if you want to watch the full unedited reaction, that is up on Patreon. That's also where you can watch future episodes of The Big Bang Theory if you don't want to wait and you'd care to support the channel. Let's just get right into it. The Big Bang Theory Season 3, Episodes 1 and 2.
What did you mean when you said you were going to miss me?
It means I wish you were going.
I'm so worried that Penny's gonna have moved on by the time. Oh, here they are. Holy, those are some big... Look at their hair and beards. They do look like they're from the Thing. Sheldon, please keep that.
Frozen hell. The expedition you guys were on, but I thought it was a hoot and a half.
That's the way to stay positive.
No, I told you I'd call you when I got home. I'm not home yet.
Now you're home.
Remarkable success. I'm all but certain there's a Nobel Prize in my future.
Really? That's optimistic.
I'm entirely certain.
Dang.
Mother, I could not feel your church group praying for my safety. That logic is post hoc ergo propter hoc. No, I'm not sassing you in Eskimo talk. Hello, old friend.
How I've missed you.
Daddy's home.
Leonard, you're back.
Yeah, I just stopped by to say,
Right away? Holy.
yeah, so hi.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's better than expected. They're like, why can't we get that welcome from someone?
Damn it, I should have gone over and told her we were back.
Trust me, it would not have been the same.
Yeah, it was first come, first serve.
Okay, Raj is not delusional about what just happened. Dang, okay, so this is much more... I mean, I'm feeling good for Leonard. I was saying how Season 2, things didn't really go his way. At least for right now, that's a good start.
I publish my findings. I won't forget your contributions.
We are very grateful.
I get around to writing my memoirs, you can expect a very effusive footnote, perhaps a signed copy.
An effusive footnote. I would be honored to get that from Sheldon.
Damn his Vulcan hearing.
You fellas are planning a party for me, aren't you?
No, no, no.
Okay, Sheldon, sit down.
What's wrong?
Happened at the North Pole.
Heat went out. There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
What exactly happened?
Agree to never speak of it again.
Yet here we are.
So we slept together naked. Keep our core body temperatures from plummeting.
For me, it was a bonding moment.
I've never been closer to my friends.
You were acting like an obnoxious giant dictator.
I thought we were going to be gentle with him.
That's why I added the tater.
Is that better? I don't know.
When we finally got our first positive data, you were so happy.
Did they trick him?
Capital D.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing how he turns his head like that.
Static from the electric can opener we were turning on and off.
I can't believe they
He
would
just
do
went
that.
colon capital O.
Yes, that's true.
You tampered with my experiment?
We had to.
You had to.
Huge Dickensian. See that I added the Ensian.
I don't know if that fully works, but I like it.
Surely Leonard didn't know.
Actually, it was his idea.
Of course it was. The whole plan reeks of Leonard.
But Leonard doesn't care.
Couldn't think of anyone else while you were gone.
Except for one night when the heat went out.
Oh my gosh, are you gonna ruin this
Long
again,
stories.
Leonard?
Don't ask.
Please don't. Leonard, please stop talking, please.
Leonard.
Oh no.
Leonard.
Do not make a sound.
Whispering, do not make a sound.
How did he hear that? He does have super hearing. Sheldon is Superman or something.
Not a good time, Sheldon.
Penny. As you have an entire lifetime of poor decisions ahead of you, may I interrupt this one? Wallowitz has informed me of your grand deception. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Just say you're sorry.
You would leave me with Penny for a session of self-criticism and repentance.
That face.
False data at the hands of Wallowitz, Kuthar Polly, and your furry little boy toy.
Why did you have to make him happy?
We wanted to kill him. There was even a plan. Throw his Kindle outside, get it, lock the door, and let him freeze to death.
Dang, dang.
Reaction was the plan to tie your limbs to 4 different sled dog teams and yell, "Mush!"
Results are unsuccessful. Email to everyone at the university.
You did?
I have confirmed string theory and forever changed man's understanding of the universe.
Oh, no.
So write another email, set the record straight, it's no big deal.
It's a little bit of a big deal.
Destroy my dream and humiliate me in front of the whole university.
I do feel a little bit bad for Sheldon.
FYI, with sarcasm.
Guy's a trooper.
You shouldn't talk to him. I will.
Man, I cannot catch a break.
It is pretty bad luck. Oh, in the fetal position.
Being betrayed by my friends? I didn't even get to go to Comic-Con.
I do feel bad. What, she doesn't want to touch him?
Soft kitty.
Oh, that's sweet.
Sorry, I don't know your sad
I
song.
don't have a sad song. I'm not a child.
Understand what you're going through.
Did you just have the Nobel Prize in waitressing stolen from you?
Okay, that's savage.
Friends heard I was going to be named head cheerleader. Mom even made me a celebration pie. And they named stupid Valerie Mossbacher head cheerleader. Big ol' slut bag.
She's still angry about it.
Pie is even remotely comparable to a Nobel Prize?
Pretty tasty.
Do you truly believe that you were ever fit to be a cheerleader?
The way he emphasized leader, dang.
Tell Spock all that stuff he knew wasn't true, like saying Spock didn't care his mom died.
I missed Comic-Con and the new Star Trek movie.
Oh, dang, dang. Well, Penny did her best to cheer
I like the
him
new
up.
look. Thanks.
I vote no.
I call it the Clooney.
Okay, now maybe it's amazing.
How's Sheldon doing?
Wearing his Darth Vader helmet and tried to choke me to death with a fork.
Oh, I wish we could have seen that. I wish we could have seen that scene.
Did you and Penny finally, my genitals wanted me to ask.
What?
Tell your genitals what I do with Penny is none of their business.
He says they didn't do it.
Okay, that's cool of Raj. Or is he just mocking Sheldon?
What are you doing?
First joke.
Well, I feel bad for the guy.
Why are you sitting by yourself?
Like the proverbial cheese, I stand alone.
The proverbial cheese?
I'm sorry, and a store-bought apology pie from Penny to make up for what you've done to me.
What can they do?
People have been pointing.
People have been pointing and laughing at you your whole life.
Attack him. Force choke him.
I would like to remind you that in science, there's no such thing as failure. Referred to his prediction of a cosmological constant, surprise, Albert Einstein.
White all on, so you're still, surprise, a woozer.
Now, you're the real loser here, let's be honest.
While I do not currently have a scathing retort, you check your email periodically for a doozy.
I want to read that future email.
So much for our friendship with Sheldon.
We'll always have the night the heat went out.
They can't help but keep bringing it up.
I didn't have a chance to give you this.
Oh boy!
What is it?
It's a snowflake. I preserved it in a 1% solution of polyvinyl acetyl resin.
I didn't know you could do that.
That's the most romantic thing anyone's ever said to me that I didn't understand.
Red alert, Sheldon ran away.
Oh my gosh, come on, leave them alone.
He handed in his resignation at the university, and he sent me a text that said, I'm running away.
Okay.
Damn it. It's Sheldon's mother.
Are we gonna see her? Please tell me.
He is. Sheldon went home to Texas.
Really?
You're right, someone needs to come talk to him. Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
I'll send Howard, don't worry.
Go to Texas, I'll stay here with Penny.
You're not gonna go with them?
Well, you know,
Later, of course.
I don't want to go to Texas.
I do. My people already crossed the desert once. We're done.
For 40 years.
I will be here when you get back. We waited a few months. We can wait a few more days.
Is something gonna happen, I swear.
Maybe you can.
Boy,
You cannot catch a break, can you?
Here you go.
Yes. Oh, this is a great season opener already.
We pray before we eat. Mom. This is not California, land of the heathen.
Fed.
Give us, Lord, our daily
Bread.
Bread.
Please know that we are truly
Grateful.
amen. wasn't so hard.
No.
Objection was based on considerations other than difficulty.
Jesus still loves you.
Thank you for carving a smiley face in my grilled cheese sandwich.
That is sweet.
His eyes came out a little thin, but you can just pretend he's Chinese. What happened with you and your little friends?
They're not my friends.
Not anymore.
Some of the problems you had getting along with the neighbor kid.
It was different, threatened by my intelligence, and too stupid to know that's why they hated me.
Is that much different?
Oh, baby, they knew very well why they hated you.
Can't believe you bought a red cowboy hat.
I'm wearing a red turtleneck.
4 for Texas, Yellow Rose of Texas.
More Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I still need to see that movie.
They probably have steaks on sale at that big-ass Costco over there.
I do want to go to Texas, though. I've heard they have some amazing food.
Will you
Seems like a
please
cool
take that
place to
stupid
visit.
hat off?
No, I want to blend in.
You are successfully blending in.
What? Toy Story?
You got here quick.
We took the red eye.
Well, come on in.
Thank you kindly.
There's no alcohol in this household. Stop talking like that and lose the hat.
She knows how to handle everyone.
Ranch, is it? Oh, you still having trouble talking to the ladies? A woman who's an amazing healer. She does crutch and wheelchair people. Take a shot at whatever third world demon is running around inside.
How much I want to be on it.
A girl?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, good. I've been praying for you.
And the prayers have been answered. Thank her for Penny.
Bring you home, so why don't you pack up your stuff and we'll head back?
This is my home now. I will spend the rest of my life here in Texas trying to teach evolution to creationists.
Now that would be a show I would watch.
Evolution isn't an opinion, it's fact.
Your opinion.
I forgive you, let's go home.
That's hilarious. That's what convinces Sheldon. He's got a little Dawkins in him.
Don't tell me prayer doesn't work.
Oh, dang. My only gripe is that that's probably the last scene of her for a while.
Finally caught a break.
What?
How they say when friends have sex, it can get weird.
Oh, no.
Why does it have to get weird?
I don't know.
It's gonna get weird between them, isn't it?
Or whatever this is. But why label it, right? I mean,
Leonard, just stop talking. Please.
It's weird.
totally.
Gosh. Even when Leonard wins, he can't actually win, can he?
Wolverine was not born with bone claws.
Don't you think if I were wrong?
We don't have to have sex every night.
You don't have to, but it's highly recommended.
Howard would know.
Euphemism for insufficient blood flow to the male sex organ.
Okay, that was a new variation of a Sheldon laugh. I like it.
Fine. Oh, dude, the 4th Harry Potter movie was just fine.
Don't listen to your friends. Don't.
Ashamed, horrified, repulsed.
It wasn't the way I dreamed it would be.
Oh.
It's never the way I dream it's gonna be.
I'm not surprised.
Because in your dreams, you're a horse from the waist down.
You people spent less time thinking about sex. We'd have far fewer of these embarrassing moments.
Sheldon has a point. He really does. I feel bad for Leonard, though, because he gets no support from his friends for his romantic life. Plus, he's putting so much pressure on himself. I feel like this is his upbringing all over again, in a certain way. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Tandoori Palace?
No, we went somewhere new.
Oh, no. That's not good.
You're good-naturedly ribbing me, aren't you?
No, no, no.
Now look, Mumbai Palace.
Why?
This'll be just fine.
You are the authority. I'm just fine.
That's a low blow.
What are they talking about?
You're a what? That's Morse code. That's terrible. You and Leonard had a disappointing sexual...
Oh my gosh, he's really saying this?
Leonard characterized it as just fine. What you're seeing here is a continuation of the mocking that followed.
What? Oh no. Oh no.
Dinner elsewhere, maybe an airplane headed for a mountainside.
Penny, wait. What is wrong with you?
I sense I may have crossed some sort of line.
Yes, you did.
Let's see if he can figure it out.
Can he? I mean, I think they all did.
Did you tell them?
Fine.
Fine?
Yeah, it's a perfectly good word.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Wine or dining, and you've really got something.
Leonard needs to take a class about how to speak with women. Honestly, please.
How was last night for you?
Perfectly good word. Put it in front of okay, and you really got. A lot of couples, it takes time to get to know each other's rhythms.
So you've been through this before.
Oh, dang.
One of those things where talking about it is not going to make it better. Want a glass of wine?
So much.
Have a little wine, take the edge off.
Actually, ethyl alcohol inhibits electrical
Please stop, please stop, please stop.
take receptors of inhibitory neurotransmitters like gamma-aminobutyric acid.
Drink the wine.
Don't talk, just drink.
Yes. Leonard needs to like have a poster of that and read that every day when he gets up in the morning.
Leonard and Penny's sex life in front of Leonard and Penny. Ah! Now I can eat.
How long did it take him exactly? Is that a cricket?
What's that?
Sounds like a cricket.
Hang on.
What?
Based on the number of chirps per minute and the ambient temperature in this room, it is a snowy tree cricket.
Oh. Well done.
You possibly know that.
In 1890, Emile Dilbert determined that there was a...
I mean, you asked.
How do you know what the exact temperature of the room is?
Under the terms of my roommate agreement with... control of the thermostat ever since the sweaty night of '06.
You were right about Wolverine, but you're wrong about the cricket.
Is he?
Embarrass yourself. The science chirps for itself. Humorous wordplay.
Cardboard with dymo labels underneath identifying the genus and species. In Latin.
Who is right, actually?
You are never getting a Shiksa goddess.
Snowy tree cricket. Ecanthus fultoni. I was done with Latin by 5th grade.
I am willing to bet anything that's an ordinary.
Anything.
I was young. My neighbor's chicken got loose and chased me up the big elm tree in front of our house.
Tell me that's an episode of Young Sheldon.
Chickens can't climb trees.
Thank God.
I believe a chicken made you his bitch. Cricket thing I don't buy. Bet me.
Come on.
Fair enough.
How much?
Number 48, first appearance. 23, the classic Flash of Two Worlds issue.
You have a wager.
Who's right? I'm betting Sheldon.
There is no way to determine the species of the cricket without examining it.
You have to find it. I swear they better actually find it. They might not. They might not. Sometimes crickets are impossible to find.
More wine?
Hit me.
I don't see anything.
You're far away. You're far away. Is it moving, or are you guys just not listening correctly?
One at a time. Help me open it.
Crazy, we can't go down.
Yes, you can.
You forfeit the bet, and I'll take possession of your Fantastic Four.
Let's open her up. Don't push me, Sheldon. I may be small, but I took Kung Fu when I was 13.
Physical confrontation, be it noogies, swirlies, or the classic "Why are you hitting yourself?"
That is a classic, right?
Ooh, big talk from a man who was once treated by a chicken.
Fair point. Fair point, Raj. Are they both just gonna fall asleep? Is that what we're leading to?
You buy peppermint schnapps.
Like peppermint, and it's fun to say schnapp.
That's a perfect drunk answer.
Schnapp.
Schnapps. You're right. His
I
point.
think they're both just scared because they have such strong feelings for each other, right?
Be careful. Telling me to be careful would not make me careful.
That's probably true. Oh, dang, it moved again?
Stairwell.
Tell Sheldon.
I need some batteries.
Oh, come on.
Hello?
They abandon you. It's a setup. Perfect date night.
Just a little mouthwash, and then I'm gonna rock your world.
I don't think anyone's doing any rocking. Oh.
Are you okay?
Oh my gosh. No. Too much throw up in one episode.
His name isn't Toby. Toby is an absurd name for a cricket.
What would you name him?
Jiminy.
Appropriate cricket name? For example, Jiminy?
There we go. Look at this. Look at this. Sean and I are on the same wavelength here.
Common field cricket, aka Gryllus acimus, which is Latin for suck it, you lose.
Canthus fultoni, which is Latin for I'll suck nothing. That is nihil exorbibo.
It's not Toby.
Oh my gosh. We need a third party. We need a judge.
You're wrong again.
We haven't established that I'm wrong once.
All right, tell you what.
Who's actually right?
Professor Crawley, tell us what kind of cricket Toby is.
Watch, it's gonna be neither.
I bet I could throw a rock in this room and come up with 3 better friends.
Holy crap.
Too many tarantulas.
Silence of the lambs down here.
A little.
you're afraid of insects and women, ladybugs must render you catatonic.
Okay, that was good. That was good.
I made it to lessen your discomfort. You're welcome.
Come on, that was clever. I like that a lot.
Why be polite to the world's leading expert on the dung beetle?
I like this guy already.
Are you Professor Crawley?
Who wants to know?
Is his name actually Crawley, or did he rebrand?
Measuring my lab for one of your godless laser machines.
Little science grudge.
And 20 years of experience, university cuts off the funding for his lab.
I feel bad.
Ask rhetorical questions that make people uncomfortable?
Okay, that's a great response, Raj.
What's your deal?
Why does he look a little bit like Jeff Ross?
Find another entomologist.
Professor, can you identify our cricket?
He's not going to be helpful.
We're not talking Oxnard at the beach. No. Oxnard in the onion field.
Dang. This actor is killing this small little role here, though.
Could you look at Toby?
Stupid name for a cricket. Studying insects since I was 8. You know what they used to call me in school?
What?
6 months slogging through the Bornean rainforest. Wife was back home. Who lives on a sailboat and likes to wear bootcut jeans.
Dang, this guy's life.
Common field cricket. That tramp took me for everything.
Oh, what a life, like I said.
Well, apparently I was wrong.
I was wrong too, I bet on Sheldon.
Enjoy Oxnard. I'm sure your daughter's looking forward to having you.
Did Raj say that to be nice, or is it being sarcastic? I can't tell.
What you got there? A new comic book?
I just retrieved it from my safe deposit box.
Oh, he has to part with the treasured item.
Just to Wallowitz in an ill-considered cricket wager.
What, do they have Wii cricket now? If it makes you feel any better, I'm not feeling so hot either.
Why would that make me feel better?
Misery loves company.
I don't know, empathy?
That's a perfect response, Sheldon. Just stare.
Never return to a state in which Wallowitz has not bested me like Mrs. Riley's chicken.
What's Mrs. Riley's chicken?
Tell the story.
Chicken that was owned by Mrs. Riley.
You may be right about me and Leonard.
What are the odds I'd be wrong twice in 1 week?
You're just gonna go back to being friends?
Go back to being friends.
Said that this conversation has started to circle. Meeting adjourned.
Don't test his patience.
What's going on?
You'd like to catch up on the events of the day, all right? Well, talk to Penny about your sexual problem. My Flash 123 to go with to Wallowitz.
Talk to Penny about our sex life?
The trivial. I lost a bet to Wallowitz.
You're saying you talked to Penny?
Yes.
Interesting.
Hardly.
What now?
Have I crossed some sort of line
A
again?
little bit.
What is Leonard gonna do?
Oh, who cares?
I have bigger problems. Don't ruin this,
Oh,
Leonard,
hey.
please.
I have to admit, things seemed simpler when we were just friends.
I guess.
Really?
It would, wouldn't it?
So, we'll just be friends.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. I can't believe it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I was going to say, we can't have 1 step forward, 10 steps back. Oh my gosh. They were just playing with our emotions as the audience. All right. So that's The Big Bang Theory, Season 3, Episodes 1 and 2. And we are off to a very strong start for this 3rd season. I mean, they did not waste any time with Leonard and Penny. Right away, Leonard comes back. We have everybody back from the Arctic expedition. Part of me wishes we could have seen a few more scenes of them in that environment, but I also understand how they just wanted to kind of skip ahead and have everybody return with their, facial hair, their hair grown out. I did like the look of all the characters when they first came back. But as far as Leonard and Penny, I love how they didn't waste any time. I mean, after kind of teasing it out for 2 full seasons, it was a nice surprise and almost a relief to have them just instantly. Penny opens the door, miss you so much, they start kissing. I'm like, oh, come on, I can't be the only one watching this show who was just celebrating how quickly that happened in a surprising way. I think that was a good choice by the writers to have that happen without dragging it out longer, because it's a nice subversion, I guess, of the usual will they, won't they trope. And they also were able to kind of tease the will they, won't they still, because things didn't go so smoothly. Getting together didn't solve all the problems. And I actually really like that storyline with Leonard and Penny, because I think that's so true about anything that you really want in life, right? I feel like a lot of times, whether it's have a big crush on someone, you want to be in a relationship, or you want to make a certain amount of money, or you want to have your dream job, or you want to have kids, or just whatever that thing is that you're working towards or dreaming about in your life every day, and you think, if I could just have this one thing, I would be so perfectly happy. And then if you have the fortune to get that good thing, I think almost every single time it's a wake-up call insofar as you realize, maybe I'm happy, but it's not like this thing that's a missing puzzle piece that just suddenly your life becomes perfect once you attain it. And it was just an interesting angle to approach a problem and the pressure that Leonard and Penny are putting on each other because they have such strong feelings. I mean, to me, I'm pretty confident that's really what's going on. You know, they're having some issues. Maybe it's just overwhelming, right? And then I do think, I mean, I'm jumping all over the place, I'm sorry, but just while I'm talking about Leonard and Penny, I might as well talk about both episodes. But I like what they did in the second episode, where they're really playing with the emotions of the audience, right? And being like, oh, here we are. We just finally got together. Finally, they're making some progress. They're having a new issue of the pressure they're putting on themselves and trying to cope with alcohol and just deal with the whole situation. And then Penny, thanks to a conversation with Sheldon, is like, hey, maybe we should just go back to being friends, to simpler times. And I'm thinking, oh, you gotta be kidding me. They tease us right away in the first couple episodes, and then we're gonna go right back to square one, the usual dynamic between Penny and Leonard. But no, they ended that episode where they both agree. And I like how they agreed, but then, you know, Leonard kissed Penny and they just went into the apartment together, because I think that's also true about a lot of romantic feelings or just any emotional feelings. A lot of times people try to label something of how they feel, but deep down, you know, that's not really how you feel. Denial is such a common thing when it comes to really strong feelings, I think, or just parts of yourself maybe that you feel vulnerable about. I mean, at the end of the day, like, do you want simpler times, or do you want to go for what you really want to go for? Sometimes complicating your life is worth a shot if it could make it better. At least that's my opinion. Why settle for something simple if that's not really what you want? But anyways, I really like what they did with that storyline. I don't think things are definite between the two of them. I could easily see there being issues in a relationship between Leonard and Penny, and maybe them breaking up again. Maybe they will just become friends again. I honestly don't know, but I just like how there's some variety, right? Like, even if Leonard and Penny date for a while and then they end up breaking up and becoming friends, that's okay to me, because that's a mix-up in the show that adds some variety, and there's some changes in the characters. I just feel like there's a lot of interesting storylines that we could see with things going well between them and them living happily ever after, even with things not going well for them. But I absolutely loved seeing Sheldon's mom in episode 1. I mean, you could not have a better treat for the opening episode of this third season here than to have her show up. And it's just, I swear, every scene with her is just a joy to watch. I don't know what it is. I mean, her dynamic with her son is really endearing. I love how completely different their worldviews are. And I really just love the way that she effortlessly handles not only Sheldon, but everyone else. You know, just Howard walking in, like, she just doesn't stand for that type of nonsense. She has that no nonsense tolerance that I feel like certain types of older people or just worldly wise people, very like grounded, pragmatic people. I don't know exactly how to quantify Sheldon's mom, but just something about characters like that can just handle nonsense effortlessly, it seems like. And it's also just very entertaining. And then on top of that, it's just interesting to see, you know, her strong religious beliefs, for example, in sharp contrast with the more scientific views of someone like Sheldon and even the rest of his friends. And I did think that was pretty funny how that was what got Sheldon to leave, right? You know, it wasn't the apologies from Leonard or anyone else. It was the idea of putting up with the creationist beliefs of his mother and having to tolerate that every day. He's like, okay, I'll put up with my friends who betrayed me. Let's go home. And then I also thought it was just funny, and also could be kind of an interesting commentary how Sheldon's mom in that moment was like, see, my prayers worked. I think it's very easy. I feel like two people with completely opposite beliefs, like Sheldon and Sheldon's mom, one, someone who believes in religion, someone who doesn't, you could easily see them looking at the exact same event and interpreting that event as proving their point correctly. I just think that's so true about so many deep core beliefs that people have in general, whether it's religious or not, is that it's very easy to find the evidence you're looking for, even if you have completely opposite beliefs and you're both looking at the same exact event in life. I did feel a little bit bad for Sheldon, you know, the fact that I do understand, I mean, Sheldon might have been a nightmare to put up with while they were in the Arctic in a small confined quarters. They have no other human contact. I mean, it's kind of like COVID scenario living with Sheldon, but I do feel a little bit bad that they lied to him. I definitely understand why Sheldon felt hurt, especially when he was so excited about their findings and the potential to earn a Nobel Prize. I mean, just think of something that you've dreamed about your whole life and thinking that you were successful in achieving that, and then realizing, no, your friends were lying to you about that just to shut you up and so that you'd be easier to live with. I think under those circumstances, if that happened to me, I think I would need Phoebe to personally sing Smelly Cat to me to cheer me up. But that would be just my personal choice. And who do you side with? Do you understand Raj, Leonard, and Howard for lying to Sheldon because they needed to as a survival technique? Or do you side more with Sheldon in that scenario where you feel bad that your friends would be willing to lie to you just so you'd be easier to be around? I understand both perspectives, but I feel like I lean more towards Sheldon's side. I mean, that's just too big of a deal to lie to a close friend about and not expect them to really be hurt. I think the writing for these first two episodes was quite strong. We had a lot of really good jokes. I think Sheldon is just on fire these two episodes, really just being hilarious. Even small side characters like the professor in episode 2, I thought did a really good job just being this guy who's down on his luck, losing his job, was divorced, moving in with his daughter. I mean, I don't know who that actor is, but he just did a great little performance for a funny scene that just added a lot of character to that episode in particular. But I hope you guys enjoyed those reactions. As always, if you want to watch along the full unedited reactions, it's up on Patreon. That's also, of course, where you can watch future episodes of Season 3 of The Big Bang Theory. If you don't want to wait and you'd care to support the channel, thank you so much for watching. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.